internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward. There's trillions of dollars parked around the world. XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over SWIFT one day?
Well,
the ability to use them for that and the price that they have to have. Because like a few months ago, I spoke with Miguel Villas, the head of XRP markets at Ripple. XRP is Ripple's cryptocurrency that we've been talking about. And he said, before he could even really have that conversation with banks to encourage them to use this as an on-demand liquidity tool, the market cap needed to be much higher, the transaction volume needed to be much higher, and there needed to be more exchange partners. So if it's just being used kind of for transmission like that, what does that imply about the price versus some of the kind of the retail use case or speculative use cases that price is going to go up?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to an episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right in today's video. As you guys heard that intro, XRP has to have a high market cap, and that's a no-brainer. And that's from Ripple Swell back from 2017. And in 2023, as the narrative is unfolding, ladies and gentlemen, this is a global coordinated implementation
for a globally coordinated approach to crypto assets.
And Ripple has been working with the IMF, the World Bank, the FSB, the WEF, every financial institution on this planet to completely reshape the financial infrastructure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and this one is going to be just absolutely massive for every single one of you guys. After this video, you know what? Some of you guys will probably never watch an XRP video again because this video is going to just set the tone. Forget about it. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, $100 is going to happen 100%. I'll play the full video of the intro in a moment, but let's cover the important news. And ladies and gentlemen, if you guys want to go ahead and support the channel, we have a special discount going on right now. The XRP pendant is back in stock. There's less than 20 of the black and gold left. These are personalized pendants, so please go ahead and type in what you want in the back on the pendant. It's up to 12 characters. As you guys can see, these are little examples, but you could type in whatever you want. Make sure you guys put your personalized text and whatever at the bottom. If you guys do not put anything in there, the price of XRP and the date the purchase was made will be on the back of the pendant. And the special discount here is if you buy an XRP pendant and add an XRP LED corridor light, it is completely free. Use code 24hours, so 24HR at checkout to receive this completely free with a purchase of an XRP custom pendant. And ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the video. The markets are dumping. XRP is lower than before the SEC came out and said it's not a security. That is good. This is amazing. I'm so pumped because every time this happens, I know there is a percentage of individuals on the planet that just say, oh, forget about this. I need the money. Let me go put it somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. This is amazing. I absolutely love it. And if you understand the market, if you understand what you hold, when this happens, woof, ladies and gentlemen, you're laughing. You are absolutely laughing. And before we get into the important video, take a look at this. This is a Bitcoin transaction cost $508,000 in fees. Unpredictable. Just to move $500,000. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, Mike Blandina, head of global payments at JP Morgan, even said it himself. Bitcoin and Ethereum will not work for payments.
But I think Bitcoin and Ethereum have failed to be a payment method. I think they have succeeded in being a commodity.
And this is the exact reason why. $500,000 in fees. Could you imagine that happening? 5 years from now, when you have value on the blockchain, you got trillions of, cross-border payments going, insurance settlements, derivatives, and then boom, all of a sudden you have a $500,000 in fees. You're not fixing that. You're not fixing that. You can't, this is not the old infrastructure where you could just go ahead and debit and credit the account with fake numbers. That's not it. And just to show you guys, like, this is some crazy stuff, folks. And they don't care because there's about 10 million in their account, right? I mean, 500,000 is probably nothing for them. And this was done September 10th. That just blows my mind. $500,000 in fees. And ladies and gentlemen, take a listen to this video, okay? This is the head of the IMF, and take a listen to what she says here.
That if we are to be successful, CBDCs could not be fragmented national propositions. To have transactions more efficient and fairer, we need systems that connect countries. In other words, we need interoperability. And for this reason, at the IMF, we are working hard on the concept of a global CBDC platform to trade and to manage risks. And my colleague, Tobias Adrian, will talk more about it later.
They already know what's coming. And you guys heard that name, right? Does that name sound familiar? It sure does, because we covered him just a couple days ago. Right? Tobias Adrian on the same panel as Brad Garlinghouse, as you guys could see right here. Let's zoom out. Right? This was back from 2019. 2019, and look where we are today. Look at the thinking face. This panel, Christine Lagarde listening to Brad Garlinghouse. I don't think some people will just never understand. That is okay. Okay, we gotta come to an agreement. Some people will just never understand the vision of XRP and Ripple, but that is okay. It's not meant for everybody. Now, as you guys heard her say interoperability, we all know. Let's go back to it.
In other words, we need interoperability.
We do want to have an open and interoperable system. Central bank digital currencies are not constructed to be interoperable.
Interoperability between central bank digital currencies
is very much, there needs to be interoperability globally. And even in a world of CBDCs, you still need interoperability to solve.
It has to work interoperably with anyone, anywhere. That's how we're going to solve this problem.
In other words, we need interoperability.
Everybody's on the same boat. The only reason why these high-level individuals are talking the same language as Ripple is because Ripple is the one educating BIS, WEF, the FSB, the IMF. Ripple are the educators. They're the leaders in this blockchain sector. You got to understand, these individuals, they don't know anything about this stuff. And that is why Ripple has taken over. That is why Ripple has so many hubs in so many different countries. Is it starting to ring a bell yet? World domination is coming. And that is why Jerome Powell even said this when he was talking about a global stablecoin will be governed only by the incentives of a private company and will require the highest level of regulatory clarity. Listen.
The potentially fast and wide adoption of a global stablecoin, potentially a global currency governed only by the incentives of a private company, is something that will deserve and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations, and will receive the highest level of regulatory expectations.
I am absolutely just sweating right now recording this video because I'm getting so hyped up. When the markets start dumping and when the narratives play out so perfectly, it just gets me going. It just gets me going because, folks, like I said, we are very intelligent individuals. Every day I go to sleep, I think about it. I think about the information I'm providing to my audience, is this actually like legit? Can XRP actually hit $100? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. Logically, yes. And I will never, ever, ever just come out here and just say a bunch of BS. I analyze my own work. I rethink it. All I think about is XRP for the past, since early 2017. It's tatted on me. It's my life. And now, let's get into the swell video about how Ripple needs to have a higher market cap. And we've covered that in my previous videos. We talked about it. A $1 trillion market cap for XRP is going to be achieved 1 trillion%. Bitcoin hit $1 trillion in market cap for what reason? I'm waiting. Let me know in the comments. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. For absolutely no reason. It was all manipulated. And the time it hit $1 trillion in market cap, guess what? It was the time when FTX, Alameda Research, they were propping up the market with USD Tether. It's not going to happen again. It's not going to happen again. The big boys are here. Regulatory clarity is here. FTX was their last pump and dump to completely mess with the human brain and have fear engraved in their head, because lots of people lost lots of money and they know that's going to affect them in the long term and mentally. But take a listen to this video here. This is just absolutely crazy. Listen very, very carefully. And also, watch the Ripple representative pull his socks up when he's talking about price. Like he doesn't really want to talk about it. He's a little bit nervous. They're obviously, they know what's going on behind the scenes, folks. With that being said, I do appreciate every single one of you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to end the video off with the swell video. You got to listen to it. It's very, very important. If I were you, I would listen to it twice. Listen carefully to what he's saying. And like I said, if you guys want to support the channel, the XRP pendant, very low quantities, buy a pendant, put the LED car door light in your cart and use 24HR at checkout for a completely free XRP LED car door light with a purchase of the XRP pendant. Don't forget your personalized text up to 12 characters on each bar. And take a listen to this video. I do appreciate every single one of you guys. You guys are absolutely, like I said, you guys are the chosen one. That's all it is. That's all it is. I can't believe that. I'm so thankful that there are individuals out there that are wired the same way as we are, because you see the vision, you're coming here, you're looking at the narratives playing out. There's just, and you know what, just to go back to it, let's just rewind all the way. And let's talk about the fact that nobody listens to this stuff. Nobody cares about this stuff. Who talks about the G20? You think the guys at the bar are talking about G20 and the WEF and the IMF and the FSB? This is why we are the chosen ones, and this is why we're going to be the new 1%. Everything in life happens for a reason. It's how you take action on those opportunities. Take a listen to this video when we'll be back.
The ability to use them for that and the price that they have to have, because like a few months ago I spoke with Miguel Villas, the head of XRP markets at Ripple. XRP is Ripple's cryptocurrency that we've been talking about, and he said, you know, before he could even really have that conversation with banks to encourage them to use this as an on-demand liquidity tool, the market cap needed to be much higher, the transaction volume needed to be much higher, and there needed to be more exchange partners. So if it's just being used kind of for transmission like that, what does that imply about the price versus some of the kind of the retail use case or speculative use cases that
price is going to go up? No, look,
and how far away
the honest answer is I don't know Bitcoin and Ethereum. Again, I don't know what the driver of value is there. I think, in fact, when you look at Bitcoin, the initial adoption of Bitcoin is all about retail, and that didn't pan out. And suddenly you have millions of people who hold it. They're just going to hold it. So what's become the use case for Bitcoin is just a store of value, and I think that will persist. And somehow they landed on that, and that's maybe going to persist into the future. But XRP, it's really about this very fundamental driver of demand. Yeah, I mean, if XRP is going to be inserted deeply into the financial system, the market cap has to be orders of magnitude bigger. It has to be able to support institutional flows in the orders of magnitude of trillions of dollars. You know, today it's a lot smaller. I think it's right around $30 billion. But you know, when you look at the
market cap, I thought, or are you talking about the transaction volume?
The market cap of so there's 100 billion XRP, and the market cap it's trading around 30 cents, so it's about $30 billion. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I think that the current users and sort of the crawl, walk, run of growing the capital market, if you will, around XRP is going to be about fundamental demand, and that comes from companies like Veeam. And as more companies like Veeam start to use XRP and use digital currencies in their funding flows, they're going to be putting a massive amount of pressure on banks and larger financial institutions to start using this as well, or they're going to be toast. They're not going to be able to compete and be as nimble as a company like Veeam. It doesn't have to operate with any treasury overhead and all the cost complications.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening.
Flip the switch.
I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.